Okay. What's it on my forehead? Man, I got a zit. I got two zits. All right. In case you're watching this as in the replay, welcome. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you would, make sure you click the like button while you're here. See if anybody shows up, because this is going to be a quick one. Bum, 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 bum. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? The toes knows. May not get nobody today. Maybe, maybe not. I hope so. Hope this ain't like the other day when I had people watching and I didn't know they were watching. Dun, 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 dun. Check YouTube. It says I'm live. Check YouTube. It says I'm live. Check YouTube. It says I'm live. Nobody but me watching. Hello, whoever came in. I really got to find a cooler way of saying hey. Not doing magic tricks or anything like that. Just came by for a quick visit. If you got something you want to talk about? You can see the zit on my forehead right there, and on my face. I grew two zits just to do live streams. Thought it'd be interesting, something to talk about. You should at least tell us who's watching. That way we know who to thank for being here. If you would, since you're still here, if you click that like button, I'd really appreciate that. Who's watching? Say hey. Really a nice person, just quite opinionated. I mean, you don't have to talk. As long as you're here, that's cool. I need to change my earrings. See if I can like my own thing. Hey, I like my own live stream. Hey, now there's two people. Welcome. Trying to strike up a conversation. Oh, they left. Well, that was pretty quick. Guess they realized maybe they didn't like my zit. Little forehead. Well, appreciate you watching. I mean, if you stay for 7.5 more minutes, that'd be great. Where are you from? Hey, Gerald. All right, man. Very good to see you. Man, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I'm glad to see you. I don't see you a whole bunch anymore. I see your pictures of you fishing. I always enjoy those. Man. Oh. No, it says nobody's here. That's a sad face. Come back. Man. That was cool. One of my friends from Germany. That's awesome. It's good to see you, buddy. Man, I wish I was there. I cannot wait to come visit Germany. Well, I mean, I have to wait because I can't afford it, but one of these days, I'll definitely have to see you while I'm there. Have a few beers. Well, 5 or 6 or 10, something like that. There's someone on Facebook that keeps posting pictures of Bamberg and of the post, and that's pretty awesome. I like seeing them. I mean, it's sad to see what's happening to the post, but that looks weird. Let me turn my camera a little bit. Oh, no, the wrong way. That way. Oh, they're kind of weird. Yeah, man. Every now and then I do the Google Maps and I'll pull up Troisdorf, which is where I lived before we got on post housing. We had off post housing and look at shit and see how it's changed. And then I'll look at Bamberg and try to find stuff that I know. Pretty weird. I only lived there for 3 years, but man, I sure miss that place. That's pretty cool. Got a friend from Germany that's watched now. Got a friend from China that watches. And then spots all around the US, but 2 people from other countries, that's pretty cool. The delay seems pretty bad today because even when I watch this on my phone and I'm right here, the delay is long. I got one person, but it's someone I really like, so that's a good thing. Sometimes I wonder what it'd been like if I had stayed because I had the opportunity to stay when we rotated back. I didn't take it, young and stupid. See, if I had stayed 83, what, 36 years, I'd be a German citizen. It'd be pretty badass. But because my wife, kids, and grandchild, it's the only reason that's my only reason for not regretting it, because I wouldn't have them. And that zit is shining today. Damn it. How are you feeling, Gerald? Didn't you have a hey Janet? I'm not sure if he's still here or not. Didn't you have surgery on your back or something a while back? Not you, Janet. My other friend that's here. Seems like I remember reading that. Anyways, I hope it's doing well. Or whatever you had surgery for, I hope it's better. I was going to shoot videos today, but I had to go cash my check, go feed the cows, all that kind of stuff. I know he's been fishing, so he has to be doing somewhat okay. Just since I have back problems as well, I'm always curious about that. Cool. Very glad to hear that, man. Because I have a ruptured disc in my back, and I opted not to have any kind of surgery or do anything about it. For the most part, I'm okay with it, but every now and then, it sucks ass. Janet said, me and Gerald were friends when I lived in Germany. He's still there. He's still in Germany. So it's really cool that I get to see him as well. I mean, he gets to see me. I get to see his picture and talk to him, but he actually sees me talking. So not that I needed to tell you that. Just making conversation. He's a super good guy. Um, I don't. In my case, I don't know exactly what Gerald's case was, but in my case, the disc actually ruptured and some of the shit that's inside of it came out. And the only fix for my back is um, to have disc replacement, which I don't want because everything I read about it was bad, or to have the two vertebrae fused together, and that's even worse. So they said my back shouldn't, as far as that goes, as far as the disc, they said it shouldn't get any worse. But every now and then, probably. But the neurosurgeon that I saw, and he was Indian, not American Indian, the other kind of Indian. Um, he said that he wouldn't do the surgery and he wouldn't recommend it due to how close I would have to get to my spinal cord because one little slip and I'd be paralyzed from the waist down. So I opted not to go with that. He said it was fine, or that he said I could find a doctor to do it, but he highly wouldn't advise it. Oh yeah, I know fusion's bad. That's why I'm not. Oh, it it leaked out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it sealed itself back up. I have the MRI CD from it. Let's see. Yeah, CD. The main the main thing with my back is when it squishes over to one side, all my muscles tense up trying to stabilize my back. And it usually takes me about a week to get it straightened back out. But I learned not to go back to the doctors because they didn't fix it the first time. They just kept changing my muscle relaxers and pain pills. For 6 months, they had me on 1,000 milligrams of Vicodin twice a day and these silly ass muscle relaxers that made me a vegetable. I'd literally just sit there and drool on myself. So it's just one of those things you accept. You know, like people who have a limp, they just accept they have a limp. It is what it is. So I accept what my back is. And I just drive on and do what I do. No, Vicodin, after a while, it quits working. So, and it starts dicking with your stomach and all that shit. So, nah, it's okay for the first couple of days, but not at 1,000 milligrams. It sucks. But now Demerol, that shit's awesome. The second time my back went out and I had to go to the doctor, I could barely walk with a walker. Got in there and they gave me 2 shots in my back, and I literally walked out carrying the walker that I used to come in. Now, if they gave me a prescription for that shit, oh, that would be the bomb diggity. What are you doing these days, Gerald? Are you retired or did you get another job somewhere? Or, man, it had to suck when the post closed. That's weird that we're actually at the age where we could be retired. uh, yeah, I know. Almost. It's kind of funny. If I pay, I can get their little watermark that says powered by StreamYard removed, but it doesn't bother me that much. So I'll just keep using the free shit. Oh, it's so damn hot. Ugh. I actually had to change shirts, and all I did was went out, met the hay guy, put the ring back around the hay, and came home. My shirt was soaked. I mean, soaked with sweat. Sucks. The heat didn't bother me when I was a kid. It sure bothers me now. You still work? What are you doing now? I mean, I guess that's how I word that. I think my uncle that retired in Germany, I think he passed away. I think he actually died before my dad did. He lived up near Stuttgart, or just outside of Stuttgart. Was that where it was at? I think that's where it was at. But he retired, married a German woman who used to be some champion female wrestler. She was pretty cool. And I think he worked for some car company. But he smoked like a freight train, was a really heavy drinker. And I think he passed away before my dad did. I appreciate you coming back. Lost someone. One of the two. Oh, there you are. Yeah, since I couldn't shoot a video, I decided to do a little live stream today. Wow, wait, I got to kill some time before I have to go get Savannah. I do love my iPhone. I have an iPhone too. I love it. Once in a while, it'll piss me off, but I don't like Android-based phones. That's what Dawn has. She loves her phone. She hates iPhone. There's a page on Facebook that I think I mentioned this earlier. This guy shows pictures of Bamberg all the time, and seeing all this stuff that's grown up around it. I have the iPhone 8, 8S, I think, or something like that. It's a newer, snazzy 8, I think. Um, I had a 6, and when my daughter went to Verizon, she had just bought this snazzy ass one, so I bought this one from her. But I like it. I don't see the need to have the newest, fanciest phone. I know people that'll run out and buy it. It doesn't matter how long in between phones coming out, they run out and buy the newest phone, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? In a couple of months, that shit'll be like $100, $200. You're out there paying 800, 1,000, 1,200 for a phone. Oh, but what I was saying is, the other day, the guy posted pictures from inside the PX, and it's all cleared out, but it's kind of weird. Shows all the construction going on. Yeah, Android doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, Dawn's phone takes amazing, amazing pictures, but glad y'all are hanging around. That's cool. Uh, yeah, it closed down. Um, shit, I don't remember how long ago. A couple of years, anyways. But it's like it was just a small base, so it was doomed to go anyways when they started closing bases. But man, that place is badass. Working in a shoe warehouse. Oh no, you're fine, dude. I know there's a delay. It's it's all good. That's why I don't sit there and keep going. Hey, 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 hey. No, I know there's a big delay. The fact that we're still talking this far apart, that shit's pretty badass to me. So a delay's fine. Um, yeah. Uh, Wait a minute, and I'll tell you what it is. It's on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Oh shit. Oh shit. Um, in Germany, they're 2014. That's when it was. They're is it 9 hours ahead of us? Um, so it's 8:37 there. So, um, holy shit, military time just pops into my head just so quick. Um, um, Shit. Yeah, I was right. 9 hours ahead. Oh, I said eight, but 9 hours ahead of us. Yeah, they're 9 hours ahead of me. Yes. I know, right? It'd be even better if I could see y'all live too. But I'm totally cool with this. I mean, I guess we could have sometime if we're bored and got time, we can do the Facebook thing because that does live and both people can see each other. But no, I'm all good with this. Having to handle some family shit while we do this. Gerald, he's been doing these a couple of times a week. Yeah, it, it the really weird part for me was I didn't want to go to Germany, but I was leaving everybody I knew and everything I knew. But once I got there, holy shit, I fell in love. And like I said yesterday or the day before, I just got wrapped up in the whole fucking um, short shit that all the Americans would do when they were getting ready to rotate back. But I hated, hated. Right after I got back, I hated. I should have stayed. I could have stayed with my uncle and finished up school and started working and just became a German citizen. But I love Germany that much. I regret, with the exception of having my family, I regret leaving every day. Oh, Gerald, let me ask you, since you're actually in the area where we live, uh, how much has it changed since the wall came down? Because everybody I know said it sucks and it was a mistake taking it down, that the economy's fucked and it's not cool, that they thought they were doing a good thing, but it was a bad thing. So let me ask you, because I trust you and you actually live there where I wish I was living. I don't know why I hadn't asked him that sooner. Shit, I meant to get you that thing, Janet. Um, it's called. I get notifications all day long, and then when I'm trying to look to tell somebody what it is, I can't find the damn thing. The hell, Facebook. Um, God damn. Does this thing actually remove my group notifications? Oh, you know me. I'm just going to ask. But yeah, I don't know why I hadn't asked him prior to this, especially as much as I talk about it. Damn it. Oh, I know. Really. It's called, the one in particular is called Warner. Oh, here, let me do that in a message. Man, that sucks, dude. That's what my uncle told me, because when I was when my circuit marriage, um, when my second marriage was going um, into the shitter, that I had considered moving back before I met the woman that I'm married to now. I had called my uncle, and he told me he wasn't telling me not to come back, but he said it's not the country you left. He said taking the wall down was the worst thing they could have done. So that had played a lot into my decision making, because at that moment I could have just fucking jumped on a plane and left all this shit behind. But shortly after that, I met my wife, and changes happened. Um, what am I doing? Okay. Well, I don't know if Germany got better. I know France hasn't gotten better because now they don't have a border. It's an open border. It's not they don't have a border. It's an open border. And my friend who's from France and she goes back there all the time, she bitches every time she goes because of the open border, how much it's fucked up the country. She's not happy at all about it. I would imagine things have to level up some, or you just get used to shit. Yeah, and improve. Yeah, I'm sure it did. I mean, that just sucks so bad to think you're doing something good, you're committed to it, and man, it's really sad for me. I mean, I can only imagine for y'all. I don't have to deal with it, but man, I don't know. I I guess it's kind of, well, it's not. exactly the same. But here where I live, in the town that I live in, it used to be really great town to live in. Um, a very low crime rate. Things were priced well. But when Desert Storm happened, because Fort Hood's right next to us, it's the largest army base in the free world. They took so many troops out of Fort Hood that they brought some from California. Well, as a military brat, you know if you're a dork in this school, as soon as you change, you go to the new school and you act like the new kid or like the cool kids that you used to know. Such a huge economy. Germany's not really that big at all. And I mean, in the broad spectrum of things, Germany's a small country. I mean, I know there's much smaller, but uh, yeah, um, shit. What was I saying? What was I trying to say? Uh, but when they moved all those troops out of here and they brought these from California, those kids come here trying to act like gangbangers and just started fucking shit up. That started stealing, spray painting on everything, or tagging everything, acting like little thugs. And then some of the local kids here, Germany's not a real big. I don't think France is that big either. I think they're both in. I mean, they're not huge countries, uh, either one of them. But the open borders with France is, from what I understand, I don't live there, but my friend said with the open borders, because people just come and go, and they come in, and they fuck shit up. There's all sorts of shit. There's all sorts of disadvantages to having an open border like that. I mean, that's just basic economics. I don't think it's from the wall coming down. It's kind of it's just changes that followed. I don't think it's um, necessarily all of it happened from the wall coming down. It's just changes, global changes as far as the economy and what we're supposed to do and not supposed to do, and thinking we're doing a good thing and we end up not doing a good thing. Um, I mean, like I said, I don't live there, so it's hard for me to give a better answer. All I know is what I read and what other people that are there tell me. Uh, but I'm sure if you Google it, you can find some better answers than my. I would imagine. I guess the impact it could have is if they take the wall down and other countries surrounding Germany open their borders, or even if they don't open their borders, shit just spilling through. David Hasselhoff's career was in the shitter, anyways. I mean, other than his music career, which I've never cared for David Hasselhoff, uh, ever, ever, never. I mean, I can't hate on the guy who's on a hit TV show and had hit records, so it is what it is. I mean, I don't like Justin Bieber either, but that little fucker made a truckload of money. I know David sucked. uh, but I would imagine if I had stayed in Germany, I mean, it would still be effective, but I probably would have lived where I lived when we lived off post. Lived in a little town called Troisdorf, about 12 kilometers away from post. And I love that little town. It was a little bitty town. One major road ran through the town, like almost through the middle. Um, well, the reason I say I can't hate on him is he was getting paid. Somebody was paying me to do dumb shit. I would be doing dumb shit. Uh, but that town was so badass. Mostly farming. It wasn't even a bunch of houses. I think it had one guest house, had a whorehouse, big ass church, one cemetery. Shit, I think that's it. The next town over, Zappendorf, they'd had more stores than we did. I don't even think we had stores. There's a what was it? A ZDF. It's like a grocery store, but that was not actually in our town. It was mostly farming. That was a cool vibe. I mean, it just affected West Jordan. Okay. See, he actually lives there, so he knows better. Man, that sucks. Uh, well, that was the coolest thing for me to. Main thing about being on actually on post housing was my friends, but when we lived off post, I had shitload of friends. But it was the German kids. There was I think only two other American. I think that we were the only building that had Americans in it, and it was only a 3-story building. And the people downstairs didn't have any kids. There was us, and then the people above us had little kids. Those people moved a lot. That there was like 3 or 4 families in and out of the place above us. My parents just put themselves on the list for on post housing, even though we already had off post on the slim chance. And I think we spent the last year on post housing, but shit, I was perfectly happy where I was at. I didn't need to be on post. I spent the majority of my time with Germans. Anyways, until we moved on post, and even then I spent as much time as I could with them. Another question: when Britain went through monetary changeover and it was decided to go to the euro, I don't know as far as actually being there and dealing with it. All I know is what I see as far as how it affected cost. I'm suppose some people benefit from it and some people don't. Uh, I don't know. I really can't answer because I haven't had to use it, so I don't know. I know that the value of the dollar went down from what I've seen online, looking at because I collect money. Um, but looking at what the value of the dollar is worth opposed to the euro, I mean, I guess it maybe strengthened some economies, but I don't know. As far as the broad spectrum of all the countries that use the euro, I don't know. Yes, they did have that. When we lived there, the trade wasn't that high. I mean, I know earlier, like my dad spent almost his entire military career in Germany. When he was there in the '60s, the dollar was stronger, but you get more marks per dollar. But I think on average it was like between a mark 38 to a mark 78 per dollar when we were there. It may not have been that high. That's just I don't know why that number stuck in my head, but uh, it's not like it was super unbalanced. I mean, it wasn't one for one, so I don't know as far as the euro goes. I think so. I think almost all European countries use the euro. I think. I have to do a lot of thinking and guessing. Just what I read. It's weird. I spend so much time running the streets and shit while we lived there. A lot of times when I just sit and think, I can remember all the places I went uh, that I went on the regular basis. There used to be a music shop just off post that I like to go to called the Top Pop Shop. Uh, I liked going there. There was a guest house a few blocks past that to the left. I think it was called the Napoleon. They had a sign out front, and I think that's what it was called. I love that place. I'm not. I'm not sure if it was done to make things easier or more balanced. Uh, I'm not sure. I can't answer that question. Are you like smoking pot and you're like getting real deep into this? I'm just joking. Don't go. Oh no! I was just. Uh, uh, I can still run the streets of my mind and know where shit was. That's pretty cool. I haven't been there that long, but I remember that well. I know you weren't. I was just joking. Settle down. That's why I immediately said I was just joking. Yeah, that does make it harder to smoke it if you don't have it. Shit, I got a zit right there too. What the hell? That fucking fall in a pool of zits? There we go. See, so it's just like any other economy. Um, with everybody here wanting a higher minimum wage, it doesn't matter if they paid burger flippers $20 an hour. Everything would go up and keep us right where we're at. You can't get ahead if you're paid more. uh, but if they pay the lower class more, they just jack up the price of everything. So really, you can't tell me you don't see that big ass zit right there on my forehead, right there. Looks like I got shot with a 22. My glasses is hiding. Well, not really hiding it. It kind of camouflages the one. But I happen to look up and see the one on my neck. Fucking weird. 52 years old, almost 53, and fucking zits. It's weird they come out of nowhere. I'll go for a long time and not have any, and all of a sudden, just in case you thought we forgot, here's a zit or two. Yeah, we just had that discussion with the price of gold and shit. So, or the value of gold. Uh, so, and I think a lot of times, I'm probably with all governments, not just the American government. They try to make it sound like they're going to help you, and they end up fucking you anyways because they're just trying to help themselves. Yeah, you do got me beat by a little bit. uh, but that's why I started to say yesterday about Putin. I don't live under his reign, so I don't have to deal with him. But as an outsider looking at what he does, the way he runs the country, because I watched an interview with him, and the reporter asked, "Well, what do your people think about this?" And he's like, "My people, this is my country, and I do what I think is best for my people. I take care of them, but this is my country. They have no say in this." I was like, man, that was gangster as shit. Just shut her right down. But I don't think um, a dictator is the answer, and I don't think communism is the answer. They all have good things about them. So if you could take them and mix them with this other shit, which wouldn't work. Like I said, America doesn't is not a true democracy. I said that the other day. It's not a true democracy because a true democracy cannot survive. It will implode upon itself. So we have a faux democracy. We think we have the power, but we have representatives who know what we really want, and they're the ones making the choices, not us. We just think we have a part of it. Yeah, he's definitely OG. I mean, he's just fucking. It's point blank. Hey, he don't he don't even get upset. He just who are you to question me, bitch? This is my country. But I don't have to live under his reign, so it's. I guess I have a different view or a different maybe a naive impression of it. I'm sure it sucks living there, but like anything else, you adjust. But their crime is ridiculous. In Russia, the crime is just fucking insane. And drug abuse and alcoholism, all that shit. It's really no better than the U.S. I don't know. I mean, maybe some of my memories of living in Germany are somewhat naive because I was a kid and my parents were fitting the bill for everything, and I wasn't actually having to. Yeah, he is. Because I wasn't having to fit the bill for everything. I don't know, but then again, you know, house, government housing, all that shit. But I don't know. I bought most of my shit off post. I buy some clothes on post, but and my shoes because I only wore Nikes and ponies. Um, but I did a lot of shopping off post. I preferred being off post. I can still remember almost every girl I dated, all the German girls. It's kind of weird. A lot of shit I can't remember from 20 years ago, but I can remember those 3 years pretty fucking clear. I still watch German TV here sometimes. It's not live German TV, but I retained a lot more than I think. And the Germans, because of how they know I'm American, they're always so polite when I speak to them in German and tell me, no, no, it's really good, but I know it's not. But then when I watch German TV without subtitles, how much I retained, it's pretty cool. It's not like I had to speak it all the time, but it meant a lot to me that I learned their language. When you're in the military, if you have the chance, absolutely. That was I was going to go in when I was 18, and that was the stipulation I wanted. And I chose an MOS that almost guaranteed me to get sent to Bamberg. And my drug addiction took over, and I had no desire to go in the army. I was having a blast doing drugs and drinking and just living the life of a rock star until I became an addict. And I think I was already on my way of being an addict when I was doing that, when I had originally thought about going in. And actually, I was not 18. I was 17, about ready, almost ready to turn 18 when I started looking into going in the army, strictly for that purpose, to go back to Bamberg, Germany. But knowing now just how bad the recruiters lie, I probably would have wound up with fucking Korea or bumfuck Egypt somewhere, wondering how the hell that happened. But there was a lot of kids that, while I was there, that were seniors or juniors, rotated back to the States, went in the army, and came right back. A lot of people did that. I mean, it's just an awesome place to be. Ooh. I guess one thing I should be pretty certain of is if I had stayed in Germany when I should have the first time, I probably wouldn't have became a drug addict, because the only thing I did in Germany was drink and smoke hash. A lot of hash. Hash is way better than weed. Way, way better than weed. Good. Glad she's doing good. Oh. I think maybe, I mean, not taking anything away from Germany, because I love, love, love that, but I think the 80s in general was just a better time period. Started her on puppy formula. That's good. Good. It's good that she's taken to it. Oh yeah, hash was great because I get high, but I wouldn't burn out. If I smoke weed, I'll get high and then I'll go to sleep. I never did that on hash. I get high, and then now I got 3 people here. It's weird. People always seem to come in when we're talking about something odd. Hello, third person. Hey, on the Daily TV, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. I'm only going to be here like 15 more minutes. This is just a quick visit. I was killing time till I go pick up my granddaughter. You probably see the chat. We were actually talking about Germany in the time while I lived there, and we just happened into that. I had while we were in Germany, I bought this really cool little pipe that completely broke down because it was made for hash, and you could completely break it down and get all the resin out, ball it back up, and smoke it. That's exactly right, Gerald. It was. I hear some people talk about the 80s and they make it sound like it was a bad thing or a bad time, but I felt way safer in the 80s than I do now. It's not that I walk around scared, but you're more likely to get your shit jumped these days for no reason at all than back when we were kids. Back when we were in the 80s, I mean, you'd have to piss somebody off with some exceptions. get your ass kicked. Now you can just be walking down the street and somebody's mad because their favorite song cut out on the radio or something. But I agree that it was a much safer feeling. Oh, the conversation was we were talking about Germany, and because one of my friends on here is still in Germany where I used to live. So we oh yeah, definitely does sound like your game. And I was saying, because I spent 2 years addicted to meth, and I was saying if I had stayed in Germany, I wouldn't have 90s maybe, but yeah, definitely. It is insane now. And you see it all the time, just the craziest shit happening. Whatever happened, hey, let's just get a good buzz going, have a few beers or a few shots. It's a good time. Nowadays, more often than not, people have a few drinks and want to kill each other. It's not no fun if nobody's not getting shot. But it's kind of weird. Why you would want to go from a pretty good time to a pretty shitty time. I mean, I know we have problems and the economy wasn't all that great, but still, the 70s, especially in this town where I live, the 70s were great. You didn't have to lock your car at night. A lot of people slept their windows open. Going on tonight around 7 p.m. Cool. I will definitely try to make sure I'm there. I really appreciate you coming by. I'll definitely make sure I try to get there. Matter of fact, I'll put it in my phone right now so that I don't forget. You said 7. Can you see? Oh, light might be too bright. Let me see. See right there? Put it on my phone. The alarm will go off. So I remember to check you out. I don't know how long I get to stay because my granddaughter will be home, but I will definitely be there. Absolutely, dude. That's what it's all about. We all got to support each other. You came here and show me some support. I will definitely come and show you some too. But yeah, the 80s, I mean, the 70s too. But I know there's some fucked up shit, but for the most part, me and my friends were just looking to have a good time. I mean, yeah, 7 Central. Yep. Drinking, having a good old time. Not all that beating people up shit. There's no sense in that. Yeah, he's got a really good channel. Definitely worth watching. All right, y'all. It's been real and it's been fun, but I'm not being sarcastic. I really have enjoyed this, but I do have to get ready to go get Savannah. So, Gerald, I hope to talk to you again soon. Janet, I know I'll talk to you again soon on the Daily TV. If you're still here, I will be by your place about 7 tonight. So, thanks a lot. Have a great day. If you get a chance, make someone laugh. Peace. Wait for the delay, see if I get any goodbyes before I disconnect. All right, time's a ticking. All right, y'all, I'm out.